Ha ha, if this boy wants to die, let him go first. A tall, strong teenager grinned, lunging with a brutal strike. Beside him, another boy, smiling casually, aimed a vicious kick at CHEN's lower body. A chill ran through everyone. That leg move was deadly. One wrong hit could be crippling. Watch out, don't! Lin Tian and Zhang Ying's shouts were swallowed by the chaos. No one believed CHEN could survive. He was sick, barely stronger than an ordinary person, yet two top-level fighters bore down on him. His survival seemed impossible. But then, something unexpected happened. A flicker in CHEN's eyes hinted at a different story. "You really think you can defeat me?" CHEN's voice cut through the tension, sharp and cold. His body trembled, not with fear, but with a controlled, simmering power. Like a fish in water, he slipped through the black-haired boy's arms. In a motion as fluid as a river, he turned his elbow upward, delivering a perfect strike. It was not the blow of a weakling, but of someone far stronger than they could ever imagine. From one angle, it seemed the attacker had thrown himself onto CHEN's elbow. Yet it was CHEN who held absolute control. His movements were precise, his intent unwavering. Before anyone could even react, CHEN spun on his left foot. Dust rose around him, twisting into a small, furious cyclone. Then his right leg shot forward like a bolt of lightning. A chorus of screams erupted as two attackers rolled on the ground in agony. The boy who had aimed a kick missed completely, while CHEN's leg landed perfectly on him. A dull thud echoed, a chilling warning to all who heard it. Everyone watching froze in their tracks. Cold sweat trickled down their foreheads, their eyes wide with disbelief. No one had anticipated this turn of events. The sick, weak CHEN had completely flipped the script. One of the remaining youngsters trembled uncontrollably, his legs shaking beneath him. His eyes were wide, reflecting pure, unadulterated fear. CHEN took a single deliberate step forward. A sharp slap cut through the air. The boy flew backward like a discarded puppet, crashing hard to the ground. The sheer force of the strike was palpable, shocking everyone to their core. "Well, you little brat, you dare to hit someone?" ZHEN's voice sliced through the chaos, sharp and laced with anger. "Last time I didn't kill you, I guess I was merciful." His hands twisted, moving like venomous snakes. His fingers darted toward CHEN's chest, their tips slicing the air like deadly fangs. They were fast, lethal, and seemingly unstoppable. Everyone gasped, their breath catching in their throats. Even students at the early human level found themselves unable to follow his terrifying movements clearly. ZHEN's technique was renowned for its speed and precision. "Ha ha!" ZHEN laughed darkly, a chilling sound that promised pain. "My yellow level finger, xianxia finger, even the first move, evil tooth guides the way, will be enough to end you." He envisioned CHEN falling instantly, defeated. But then, something impossible happened. ZHEN's fingers froze mid-air, suspended just inches from their target. CHEN's left hand had gripped his wrist, firm as iron. No matter how fiercely ZHEN struggled, he could not move an inch. "What's happening?" ZHEN's eyes widened in utter shock. He tried to channel his ki, but it was already too late. A deafening bang echoed through the air. Pain exploded through ZHEN's body, a searing agony that forced a scream from his lips. He flew backward, tumbling across the ground. The entire scene stunned every single person watching. "A brat dares to shout in front of me?" CHEN's cold eyes burned into him, a gaze that promised retribution. ZHEN's face flushed a deep, angry red. Humiliation surged through him, a bitter taste in his mouth. He scrambled to his feet, trembling with pain, but something strange awakened within him. The power of his bloodline. Someone whispered in disbelief, the words barely audible. "Mid-level. He's just activated his mid-level bloodline power? Incredible!" Another student murmured. awe in their voice. How can this be? His bloodline, it's mid-level. Impossible. This is insane. Even Lin Tian and Zhang Ying couldn't hide their shock. Wei Zhen's mid-level bloodline power had struck again. Wei Zhen grinned ferociously, his body glowing faintly red. Yes, the power of the Wei family bloodline. He charged forward like a raging bull. A fist flew toward Qin Chen's head. A faint red light shimmered on it, and the sheer pressure made everyone's hair stand on end. Careful, Lin Tian and Zhang Ying shouted, rushing forward. They weren't Wei Zhen's match, but even a small distraction might give Qin Chen an opening. Qin Chen staggered, barely able to resist Wei Zhen's incoming fist. Then suddenly, he lifted his foot. Bang! A dull thud echoed. Wei Zhen's body jerked as Qin Chen's foot struck, direct, unrelenting, hitting his midsection with perfect precision. The impact left everyone frozen. Wei Zhen doubled over, clutching his midsection, his face twisting in shock and pain. Sweat ran down his face as he struggled to stay upright. The sound of the strike seemed to shake the ground itself. Everyone watching instinctively stepped back, a chill running through them. The scene was shocking, almost unbearable to witness. Wei Zhen gritted his teeth, blood trickling from his mouth. He lunged at Qin Chen like a wild beast, his right fist thundering down. Ho! The force was like a hurricane, stronger than before. Everyone's eyes widened. Wei Zhen's power was terrifying. Qin Chen's gaze was icy. "You won't escape," he said. He stepped forward and raised his right leg again, aiming at Wei Zhen's midsection. Wei Zhen's face went pale. He twisted and dodged in the air, but Qin Chen's legs seemed to anticipate every move, blocking all escape. No matter how he tried, he couldn't get away. It was like he was tracked. Bang! Wei Zhen cried out as Qin Chen's kick landed once more, precise and unstoppable. The sound made everyone shiver, hearts racing with fear and disbelief. But just as the crowd thought it was over, Qin Chen's cold eyes locked onto Wei Zhen. What will Wei Zhen do next?